Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with another second video today. You know how we do on this channel now. We are going to talk about Palantir, and actually some big news broke on Palantir today, although Palantir still could not withstand the forces of the red day today. So if you haven't seen my other video, I kind of talk about why the overall market was red. I don't want to rehash that again in this video. I want to get right into it. But look at this heat map here. You can see just an overall horrible day in the market today. And we're not talking just a little bit red, like 1%, 2%. Everything is deep red, blood red, down 3% or so. I mean, big tech, no sector was really safe except for Tesla. Palantir tried to fight the good fight, but it also ended up red. Let's get right into it. As we always do, we're going to take a look at the daily trading graph on Palantir. I'm going to show you the news article and why it's really bullish, in my opinion, on Palantir, at least in the short or midterm. We'll look at the option flow data towards the end of the video to see what the big money investors did with their Palantir options. And we will do the updated technical analysis. I think I was correct in my TA in my video from yesterday. We'll see if it keeps panning out. So on Robinhood, you can see kind of a choppy day for Palantir. It was an overall just red day in the market like we saw. But like I said, Palantir fought the good fight. It opened up 1.5%. Within the first few minutes, actually the first 10 minutes, it sold off to being down 3.4%. And then it clawed its way back around noontime to being up 3.3%, sold it all off again to being down 0.9% in the next basically hour. And then we kind of just slowly melted away. We were green up until about 2:30 p.m. Eastern time till we finally dipped into the red. We closed down. I mean, this is a win considering how the market acted all day. We're only down 0.8% on Palantir. We're pretty much flat after hours, down though 0.4%. So I think all things considered, Palantir had a decent day today. But again, on the week now, we're still down 9.6%. On the month, we're down over 10%. But again, over the past 3 months, you're still looking pretty good, up over 146%, almost 147%. Let me show you the news article about the good news that came out on Palantir today. So here's an article from Yahoo Finance, it's actually from Business Wire, and the article is titled Palantir Technologies Expands Japan Business with New $22.5 million Contract. So Palantir has added yet another big contract to their customer base, and now it's in Japan. So they already have obviously contracts in the United States. They have one that I know of at least in the United Kingdom. Now they're expanding into Asia and Japan, but it actually looks like this contract went through on December 28th, but it's just now being reported. And this is a $22.5 million one-year contract in partnership with Sampo Holdings for the Real Data Platform for Security, Health, and Well-Being. And this RDP, what they call the Real Data Platform, it's a collaborative ecosystem between public and private sectors that will improve healthcare in Japan, streamline supply chains across industries, and increase security and resilience in the region. So actually back in November of 2019, Sampo and Palantir, they established what they called Palantir Technologies Japan KK, which was a tech company that would provide Palantir's platforms and services in Japan. So again, I think we have another case of another happy customer. It seems like they've already been working with Palantir. They like what they're doing for them. And so now they've partnered with another big one-year contract. It says that Palantir Japan has actively supported elder care transformation with work across dozens of facilities to make care plans more efficient and effective and improve facility operations. So it seems like they're focusing on healthcare for the elderly population in Japan. And it says Japan right now alone has more than 60,000 elder care facilities, which each are generating data from suppliers, facilities, care plans, training programs, and more. And so I'm assuming this is the data that Palantir is kind of digesting and analyzing and making more efficient. So another big win for Palantir in terms of getting another company. Now, the only one kind of nitpicky point is you could say, well, it's only for a one-year contract. If they're so great, why didn't they do a 2, 3, or a 5-year or long-term contract? Well, maybe they have other clauses that they could extend it. We don't know. This is just a very brief article. Seems like this news just officially came out today. So maybe in the coming days, more and more data will come out about the specifics of this contract. So stay tuned for that. let's take a look at the TradingView chart on Palantir and do some updated technical analysis. So here's the TradingView graph for Palantir. We've just been slowly working on this day by day, doing updated TA with every video. If you're new to the channel, every candle represents 1 day of trading. We have volume bars for the daily volume on the bottom, and then below that we have the RSI curve. We have the 21-day moving average in orange, the 50-day moving average in pink. The yellow lines represent areas of support and resistance that I think I've identified, and these colored boxes in the background are the Fibonacci retracement levels you can see here on the left. So my last video, we were looking at this last data point on December 31st of 2020, and I thought that we were going to have a little bit of a sell-off, maybe to the level of about $21 and then bounce off it. Well, it looks like so far my prediction has come true in that we are having another red day obviously today. We sold off a little bit. Maybe we'll have another red day tomorrow and Wednesday, not just on Palantir, but if you saw my other video from earlier this evening, I talked a lot about how the politics, I think, are affecting the stock market today. We have the Georgia Senate runoff tomorrow. So the results of that, if the stock market and investors don't like it, we may have just an overall market sell-off for the next day or two. So with that, it might, again, just drag Palantir through the mud with it, despite the good news that came out today with their new contract in Japan. But like I said, I think there's going to be a strong area of support around $21 because it's an area of trend that I've identified. It also lines up pretty much exactly with the 50% Fibonacci retracement level. And given a day or two, the 50-day moving average is probably also going to be around that level too. So you kind of have 3 different technical indicators that are all right there at 21. And that's why I think it's going to act as an area of pretty strong support. The RSI doesn't really help us right now. It's neither overbought nor oversold. It's smack dab in the middle. And also, yes, we had a red day today. There wasn't that much volume on Palantir like there was back in end of November, early December, but it has been par for the course for the past week or two of trading. So I think it's now the new average maybe for Palantir in that it's just not as much voluminous as it has been in the past. You like that? Word of the day, voluminous. I'm going to hold my prediction that I made yesterday because I think it's going to pan out at least right now, or at least it is panning out, I should say. Let's close out the video looking at the option flow data to see what the big money investors were doing today with Palantir stock and options. So here's the Trade UI platform that I use for my option flow data. You can see 41 sweep orders came in for Palantir today. And actually, there were more calls than there were puts. If you take a look right here, you can see 28 call sweeps came in and only 13 puts. So almost double the number of calls than there were puts. But let's analyze these. Let's take a closer look. I mean, there's some big money options that came to take a look at this. This is almost a $1.3 million position, but it's a put option. It's a red box, so it's a put option that was bought, and it's actually for August of this year now. So really about 6-7 months away, you would say. So someone bet pretty big that in about 7 to 8 months, and this is only a 19 strike, so not that far away from where we are trading currently in the $23 range. So someone is betting that in the next few months, Palantir is going to get to $19 or less, and they actually bet about $1.3 million on it. Here's another big option. This is for $500,000, which is another put option that was bought for the 26 strike. So it's actually above where we're trading right now, and this is for January 15th. So I'm assuming this is a hedge position because this put option with the strike price is higher than where the current share price is. But towards the end of the day, kind of a mixed bag between calls and puts that were bought. There's a string of call options that were bought, but if you look through this, some of these options that are the weeklies, the Fridays, they're kind of a mixed bag. You have a 24 strike call, you have some 2350 puts. So I think this option chain right now, maybe the market doesn't really know what they want to do. It's kind of a mixed bag between calls and puts, but also some hedges and some that are flat out bearish or bullish calls. I mean, take a look at this. There's a string of put options that were bought for the 26 strike and 27 strike. So these are all hedges for January 15th, and they're big money. I mean, this one's 500, this is 80K, this is 130K, this is about 120K. So kind of a mixed picture with Palantir right now. Let's see what the future holds. Let me know if you have shares or options on Palantir. I know there's a lot of buzz online on Reddit right now because I think people don't really know what to do with Palantir right now. Are they going to hold it or should they cut their losses and get out of the trade? I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. As always, Make sure you join our Discord server. We have new free text and voice channels in there. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Reddit, and most importantly, I hope you have a green trading day tomorrow, and happy trading.